Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short, little unboxing video to share with you guys. An unboxing video where we unbox a knife and take a look at it for the very first time ever. Well, actually, I've seen these models before. I just don't know what variation of model this is. It's also further confusing that they say the same thing on the outside of the box, but one box is bigger. So this is just a weird one. I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. Thanks so much to, I presume, CJRB for sending this in. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram, etc. I will link these knives down in the description so that you guys can check them out. Like I said, I've already reviewed this model. So it looks like this is a new variation of it. In the past, new variations of things from CJRB have ranged from to wow, pretty cool. So I'm excited to see what they did here with this. What do we have here? Of course they did. Of course they did. They have to. Everything has to come in Ultim, right? All right, so we have this, the Pyrite light. Actually, that's pretty cool. If you're going to do this, yeah, there's a full steel liner in there, so you get some nice reflectivity. That's cool. As long as they keep this, like, oh, okay, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I do not love the action on that. This is one of those, it's one of those button locks that's plagued with the plunge, like the pinch drag, I think is what I called it. I haven't felt that for a while. Essentially what's happening here is, and usually, like, I've got another one right here. Here's another Pyrite light. I'm going to push it as hard as I can. It makes no difference. Doesn't make any difference. It got my finger that time. Oh, no. Am I wrong? That's weird. It was perfect at first. Maybe they both have it. This one seems to have a little bit more of a range, though. If you push too hard, it gets stuck. All right? So let's push a little lighter. Yeah, we're okay. This one's got a more narrow window, though. Now, in the past, I said this was really annoying and that companies should figure this out because companies like Civivi almost never have this issue. While they have had it before, I've definitely handled knives that have that issue. They typically don't, right? So I was like, this has got to be like a manufacturing thing. Now, if you watch my content a lot, you'll know that eventually it was with a Civivi knife. I found that after carrying and using it, this cleared. Meaning, whatever friction is being caused by pushing this button too far, eventually, with use, it clears. And it didn't take much. With this example, you know, that I was using, it was an aluminum knife. I kept thinking it was aluminum. It was stuff that, like, was not steel, or it was, like, not steel in G10. It was aluminum causing the issue. And this one just happened to be aluminum. Maybe it was the Quibbit. Was that what it was? Or the Serene, something like that. Maybe it was a Sencut, and it cleared itself completely. So I'm under the assumption that it's the nature of the beast because this is a plunge lock. It's no different than any other plunge lock out there. It's just wanting to be a little fussy, which is still a bit of a fit and finish issue. I don't like the idea. While I perfectly understand, you know, knives do break in, and some of them get better. I like knives to be good and then get better from there. Right? I don't like there being an issue that has to be worked out with a break-in period. This is a minor issue, you know, if I'm being perfectly honest. So assuming they don't try to charge us more for a material that is not exotic or special in any way, assuming it's either Ultim or PEI. What does it say? AMB. Okay, I'm guessing that this is PEI or non-brand. That'd be like great value. Ultim, right? Assuming that they don't try to charge us a little more, this is I would like this to stay as a $30 knife, right? And assuming that this will eventually work itself out, then yeah, like I think that would be fine. What is this other one? Because this is a bigger box, I'm guessing it's a premium one. Okay, well this doesn't say, this doesn't give me any information here. It's so weird. Because I know both Artisan Cutlery and CJRB both have like a budget end and a premium end, right? So this maybe is a premium Pyrite light? Oh, yes. Oh. What do we have here? What is the scale material? This is such a weird combination. CJRB, this is so weird. But somebody's going to go for it. So what we have is a Damascus, a really nice, I mean, admittedly, this is a crisp, clean pattern. It looks really, really good. It's not going to be, to my knowledge, especially considering they're combining it with injection mold, right? But it's not going to be Damasteel. This is almost certainly the same 10CR, 9CR combination that we see from everywhere, right? Concept uses it a lot. There's a number of other companies that do it, and it's fine. It'll have performance that's actually pretty similar to VG10 or 154CM, which doesn't make it all that different from Damasteel anyway, since the core composition in Damasteel is RWL34, and the performance is relatively similar to CPM 154. This might be putting it like really lazy, and there's probably a lot more complexity to it, and there probably are other variables to consider, but it's a lot like comparing ingot formed 154CM to powder formed CPM 154. CPM 154 is superior, but not by a lot, right? So are there major differences between Damasteel and this stuff? Yes, a lot of the benefits of Damasteel, will come from the jacket material and the strength benefits, and also the ability to polish it up, right? I think Damasteel is still going to take a better polish, and it's made with powder material, so it is more expensive, even if the utilitarian benefits don't shine through compared to something like this as much as some people might think, right? That's what I'm saying is pretty subjective, because there's a lot more to it, and there are definitely more qualified people to talk about it, but the performance of this stuff is pretty good, assuming, right, that they're trying to keep this well within budget range, especially with the injectable plastic, because right before the blade, we're looking at the same $30 knife, right? There's the only difference between this and this one in particular is the blade. So, and this isn't expensive Damascus. It's pretty straightforward. So I would hope that would still be well under $75, giving people a fancy budget option. I think that would be a pretty good idea, an option for something like this Damascus, which looks nice and will perform well for under $75. I think that would be pretty cool. So how does this one feel? Better than I'm going to push hard. I can definitely get it to stop, but I've got way more room. It's much closer to this guy. This guy just doesn't have a lot of room. It wants to stick a lot earlier, but again, I know letting it break in will almost certainly cause that to let go, right? I've reviewed the Pyrite Lite. It's a great knife. The base price of it is $30, which is incredible. I highly recommend the ones with white scales because you can writ dye them whatever color you want. It's a good knife. It's one of the best budget knives out there when you consider the price tag. So some cool new variations. Obviously, CJRB is interested in playing around with this and doing a lot of different variations. So we'll see what comes down the road. That's going to be it for today, though, guys. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like. So check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.